At the conclusion of this year's Academy Awards, Jimmy Kimmel said, "I wish I was a woman." Didn't anyone tell him that all he has to do is identify as one?
Humans in the audience.
I identify as a basketball.
Humans and basketballs.
I'm a parrot who mimics words but doesn't comprehend them.
Humans, basketballs, talking parrots, and whatever else is out there.
Whatever? It's whoever.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Today with 2 Cents, wrapping up your weekly news on the Liberty Network. A lot happening in the entertainment industry this week. The 2018 Academy Awards were a festival for spouting progressive propaganda, as we all knew it would be. Leftist white knight Jimmy Kimmel even took it upon himself to tell us the true symbolism of the Oscar.
Oscar is the most beloved and respected man in Hollywood, and there's a very good reason why. Just look at him. Keeps his hands where you can see them. Never says a rude word. And most importantly, no penis at all. And that's the kind of men we need more of in this town.
The MeToo movement sure is important to these Hollywood elites. Why then do they spend all their time talking about how Hollywood at large needs to change, but neglect to actually call out any of these men who are supposedly doing this so rampantly, and make sure that those people get punished? In fact, they even took time to give Kobe Bryant, a man who has been credibly accused of rape in the past, an Oscar.
We want the truth, Kobe. Did you rape her?
Ooh. What were we talking about?
Of course, the entertainment industry isn't exactly the place you should go for relationship advice either. It seems that this year's season of The Bachelor concluded with The Bachelor proposing to the winning contestant, then immediately breaking up with her due to his still having feelings for the runner-up.
I love you so much.
I love you.
Becca, will you marry me?
Of course.
The more I hung out with you, the more I felt like I was losing the possibility of maybe reconciling things with Lauren.
Do you want to be back with her?
I want to see if there's that possibility.
Are you kidding me?
Of course, this is actually a common trend for Bachelor contestants. After 21 seasons of the show, only one of the couples that paired off as a result is still together. Reality TV may not be the best place to go if you're looking for inspiration or advice as to how to have a successful relationship.
I love you, Brooke.
I love you too, Brian.
All right, that's a wrap.
Well, it was great working with you, Brian. Good luck.
What are you talking about? What about us?
Oh, stop it. It's just TV.
This week, Attorney General Jeff Sessions announced that the Department of Justice will be suing the state of California due to the state's direct impeding of federal law enforcement efforts to arrest illegal immigrants, including the mayor of Oakland's recent declaration that alerted the city of an upcoming raid by the Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
California absolutely, it appears to me, is using every power it has, powers it doesn't have, to frustrate federal law enforcement. So you can be sure I'm going to use every power I have to stop that.
Hey, I say if the state of California wants to help keep potentially dangerous criminals and welfare-dependent burdens of society on its streets, go ahead. A recent study by U.S. News found that the state of California has the lowest standard of living of all 50 states. With a budget that is 50% funded by the top 1% of earners in the state, California ought to alert everyone as to just what a failure democratic socialism turns out to be. I say we let the Communist Republic of California just go ahead and secede from the Union, and let them discover that much faster that leftist policies lead to disaster.
Sexual
This Thursday was International Women's Day, a grand feminist celebration where everyone from newscasters to celebrities spoke out about the greatness of females everywhere.
With the revelation that so many women had been assaulted, discriminated against, and generally told to be quiet for fear of losing opportunity and their job, we decided we were all going to come together because enough is enough and time is up.
What the women and girls have made it through thus far in the world shows us very clearly women are the more powerful sex, okay?
What I'd like to know is that if gender is only a social construct, why the heck do we have a holiday to celebrate a particular gender? I still don't see feminists complaining about the lack of female representation amongst garbage collectors, sanitation workers, military infantry, or any of the other dirty and dangerous jobs that men fulfill so that they can live in comfort. If the future is indeed female, then I'd say the future is looking pretty bleak.
If I sat here for 2 more hours then went fishing, would you have a problem with it?
I don't care what you do.
I mean, seriously, I have done so much, and I'm sorry if I need to do the same amount of work that you guys are doing all the time.
No one's saying that. No one's saying that.
I'm trying to be a good teammate, you know?
I understand that, and that's totally fine.
I don't want to feel pressured, and also every time I have an idea, I feel like my ideas are all shot down.
And in perhaps the biggest headline of the week, President Trump has announced his intentions to sit down with North Korean dictator Kim Jong Un and talk about the possibility of disarmament of the DPRK.
Let's get to our top story right now this hour, and that is a diplomatic breakthrough with North Korea. President Trump has now agreed to meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong Un by May of this year. This comes after South Korea extended an invitation from Pyongyang to the president during a bilateral meeting between the Koreas. Listen to this.
In our meeting, North Korean leader Kim Jong Un said he is committed to denuclearization. Kim pledged that North Korea will refrain from any further nuclear or missile tests.
People across the political spectrum don't know whether to laugh or cry. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Only time will tell. But given the nearly 7 decades of history since the conclusion of the Korean War, I can assure you of one thing. North Korea can make a lot of different public statements about what they intend to do, but they have no intention of doing anything that will potentially loosen the totalitarian control they have over their people. And I seriously doubt that they actually intend to get rid of their nuclear program. All leftists should take a good long look at North Korea. That's the future you have to look forward to under communism.
Everything in this land is complete nonsense. Even worse, Kim Jong Un lives across that fence.
And on to my favorite part of the show. It's time to reveal the weekly hottie. Drum roll, please. This week's weekly hottie is Charlotte McKinney. Charlotte dropped out of high school at 17 to pursue a career in modeling, and I dare say she's had some success. Plus, you have to have some respect for a woman who refers to herself as, quote, a curvier bombshell with big boobs, end quote. The following video compilation of a number of photo shoots involving Charlotte was released on YouTube earlier this week. I'll just put out there that if anyone has suggestions for the weekly hottie for this upcoming week, you can send me your suggestions on Twitter or Gab, links below. That brings us to the end for this week. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, both on the Liberty Network and on my channel, My 2 Cents. And as always, that's my 2 cents, so take it for what it's worth.